New at 5 today, Sedgwick County Commissioners will vote next week on whether to extend the fire mutual aid agreement for Valley Center, Mount Hope, Cheney, and Clearwater. In May, those four communities, along with Colwich, were told that the automatic and mutual aid would be ending after 90 days. Now, four of those towns are asking to extend that to September 23rd as they go through their budget process to try to determine the next plan of action. Colwich is not included because they now have a mutual aid agreement with Wichita.